Hello everyone, this is Tide again from the RPGDL. As you can see, Persona 3, this is the game I'm speedrunning at the current moment. Why? I am not sure. Possibly because I am chronically insane, that or I'm just really bored. I'm leaning towards the first cam at the moment. But anyways, our progress, in case you missed it so far, now on April 22nd, I just actually finished climbing 10 floors of Tartarus, which is not too bad. So going along with those lines, at the current moment, I'm trying to prepare for the last 5 floors on the first block, which means, because the next box I think is Killer Drive, I am going to have to grab something that blocks electricity for Yukari. Otherwise, she's going to be eating lots of lightning bolts, and we're basically going to be down to 2 people fighting against that one boss, and I don't really want that to happen just because it's going to be very inefficient to finish the fight off. As is, I've pretty much already reset it 7 times, and this is the first time I'm adding commentary to my recordings. It hasn't been very good so far. The piece of equipment that we're looking for is something called the Rash Guard. It has Resist Electricity on it. I'm guessing that's something like a 1 or 2% chance, just because I don't know how many times I've purchased it and it hasn't shown up. The really frustrating thing is I have Resist Slash, Resist Pierce, Resist Ice, of all things, but no single piece of armor with a Resist Electricity yet. And since I'm trying to speed run through it, I can't just simply go back into Tartarus and, refinance, or rather refight a whole bunch of monsters to get a bunch of money back. I have to make do with what I have and only go for it if I absolutely must. So right now, I have enough money to buy 2 shirts, which is actually perfect because I need one for Junpei as well. But yeah, none of them have come back with Resist Electricity yet. And I really, again, don't want to fight that boss without it just because I know it has lots of lightning, and if I'm down one person, it's just not going to be efficient. See, what the hell? Resist Strike. Why can't you give me something that's Resist Electricity? Anyways, reset time. So this would be the 8-1 in the past 3 minutes, which is pretty damn impressive altogether. Now, I could try fighting it without it. I haven't done so, so I'm not 100% certain whether or not I actually need that Rash Guard Resist Electricity. I do remember, however, that from a replay, just with that armor on, it was a much more simple fight than it should be. My other option is just to fight the bosses, or rather not the bosses, but enemies in the first 10 floors of Tartarus, and keep doing that, wait until Akihiko rejoins, and then fight that boss and keep moving. That's not something I'm looking forward to just because I don't think that's a very good way of doing it for whatever reason. It could possibly be faster, I don't know, but I'm guessing at the moment it's not going to be. So anyways, yeah. Some of the other stuff, in case you missed it in chat, basically we started from the end and just planned everything to figure out what we need. So we pretty much unanimously agreed that the only fast and efficient, painless way to take care of Nyx is basically to Armageddon him to Kingdom Come, basically. So in order to do that, we need Lucifer. In addition, we need to start the Star Social Link as a must. But of course, since I'm playing the FBS version of P3, this means that I actually have to beat the Reaper before I can level up a Monad, which is probably going to be the most efficient way of getting the MC here to level 88, which is needed to craft Lucifer. So, that also means, in essence, I'm going to need something to beat the Reaper with, which is most likely going to be Thunder Rain. After getting Thunder Rain, though, I still have to level up to 88, and I think what we said in the chat was basically, instead of opting to create personas with multiple magic sets, let's just go for a persona that has something that's multi-target, which in the end we just need to use Thunder Column, basically knock everybody down, and use all our attacks from there. Whether or not we actually get that far, I'm not sure. But assuming we do, that means we're also going to need Thor. So I'm actually right at the point where after I do this resetting war with the game, until I get the armor I need, I'm actually supposed to go and see, or rather start the Chariot social link, just so that we can max it. Of course, there's lots of other random variables we don't know for sure yet. The ultimate goal for floor 1 to floor 2 is to build a Lilum, which is the Devil Arcana, to make sure that it has at least 3 or 4 elements, possibly, hopefully 4, but very unlikely I'm not going to reset until I get there, just because this has already taken like 10 resets. I don't need to attack on with another 11 or 20 or 30, depending on how my luck is going. And yeah, that should theoretically cover off most of the first 2 blocks, and then from there, the mid game we're probably looking at using Pale Rider. The 4 mid game we're probably looking at using Oberon, and then in the late mid game portion we're probably using combination of Titania and Quetzalcoatl. But again, this is all in theory, so I'm actually not sure if this is how it's going to work. And of course, by end game, hopefully we'll have the set of Thor, Odin, and Lucifer to play with. We also discussed in chat the possibility of using Cert, as well as the possibility of using, I think it was Shiva, but again, those are up in the air. There's certainly going to be a lot of time, just because we know for a fact that some of the social links are not worth maxing in this situation, things such as Empress, which comes way too late, and Lovers, which is mostly a healing arcana. So anyways, I forgot what reset I'm on. I think this is my 3rd one while I'm taping, so I've at least reset it 10, 11 times now. I haven't been for that. God, I hate how stupid buttons like flag and don't let me quick fast enough. Fuck. Okay. That's another reset. And of course, if anybody actually knows a better way of doing this than waiting until a piece of Resist Electricity armor comes by, do tell me. I'm probably going to be doing this for the next hour, possibly 2 or 3, depending how long I am, or rather how patient I am with the game, before, I go absolutely mental on it. Alright. And yeah, there's some other speedrunning strategies we're putting to use. I've already mentioned on the forums that we named MC P3. I don't know why. I could have named him AA, but I decided to just go with P3 as his name. That way, when it is mentioned, it scrolls faster. One of the other things I'm doing is, when I'm exploring Tartarus, I'm just splitting up the team so that I cover more ground. And the other benefit to that is, of course, if there's scatter items, there's a better chance of me acquiring them instead of having to stop and grab them, because my allies can also grab them. But I understand that that's definitely not the most efficient way of doing it. The most efficient way of doing it would be resetting Tartarus until all the floors you need to go up to the next checkpoint, so to speak, are lined up, so you only have to take like 3 steps to get to it. I'm not doing that just because I might be insane, but I am not insane to the point where I am going to do that. That's just asking for trouble. Well, not necessarily asking for trouble, but I'm literally going to shoot someone if I have to do it. Plus, I probably end up having to go back and fight monsters and everything, just because the way Persona 3 works, your luck will determine a lot in determining the damage you're dealing, the damage you're receiving. So running away from everything isn't going to be always the best solution here, but we're going to try to minimize the amount of fights we have to get into, obviously. There we go. crap, it's already 10 minutes reset. Fuck. Okay. Time to reset once more. So I think it's been 4 resets that you see me do through this, but yeah, that's the process right now. We're gonna keep doing this until we get what we need. Resetting wars are very so much fun. Good grief. Anyways, I'll let you guys know if there's any progress that happens, but until then, this is what we'll be doing. So, fun stuff.